We just had the craziest esports World Cup finals OCE has ever seen. A team got 3 wins and still didn't take home the tournament. A duo is sitting 16th after game 1 and they came back and won the whole thing. One of the most dominant individual performances this region has ever seen. Comebacks, heartbreaks, and insane numbers. There's a lot to cover here, so let's get straight into it. Yesterday was the Reload Elite Series Finals, number 4 in OCE. 19 duos, 8 games, and the format is exactly what it sounds like. Consistency wins. One massive game doesn't carry you. You need to be scoring across the whole season. The field was proper too. Phazma and Crusades in here. ZDog and Ghosty. Vazen and Anon. Resigns and Tinker. This isn't just a lobby where you can float and accumulate. You're going up legit OC comp players every single game, which makes what ZDog and Goofy did even more ridiculous. Because after game 1, they were in 16th. After game 2, they were in 7th. And at that point, you're thinking, okay, it's not their day. But then game 3 happened. ZDog and Goofy finished 5th in their game 3 with 77 points and 14 team eliminations. ZDog personally goes 13 and 2,531 damage in just one game. The average player across the 8 games event dealt somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 total damage. ZDog matched that damage by himself in a single game. And it wasn't like he was farming weak teams. This is a finals lobby. These are the same players in every other game where he's getting 4 kills and going out 12th. After that game, the tournament was theirs to lose. Game 4, they went 12th. Game 5, they went 15th. Both times you'd be looking at the leaderboard thinking they've given it back, but the points total was still alive. Then game 6, 3rd place, 78 points. ZDog goes 8 kills, 2,408 damage, almost a carbon copy of game 3. Game 7, 3rd again, 69 points. Back-to-back thirds. 147 points across 2 games. That's a full tournament's worth of points just from 2 games alone. And then game 8, they just won it. 84 points, 8 eliminations, they closed it out. 422 total points. They are the tournament winners. When you look at the full event stats, it genuinely doesn't make sense how dominant ZDog was. 45 eliminations across 8 games. The next closest was Tinker with 29. ZDog had 16 more kills than the second best player in the lobby. Same games, same teams. 9,849 total damage. Number 1 by over 3,600. Falcon was 2nd on 6,216. 6,910 shotgun damage. Number 1. 3,254 builds place. Number 1. 86 solo clutch points. Number 1. And it's not particularly close. The one category he doesn't lead is Matt's farm, where he's 28. And that's actually the most telling stat of all. He wasn't stopping the farm mats, he was in fights, constantly taking resources off the players he was eliminating, and putting up those numbers while doing it. Goofy doesn't pop off in the stat sheet the same way, but 20 kills, 5,666 damage, and a 1.01 damage ratio across 8 games means he was genuinely there every game. You don't win a duo event if one person is carrying, and Goofy was doing his part. Now, we want to get back to something we mentioned at the start, because we don't think Phazma and Crusades situation should be a side note. These two have been grinding the EWC qualification all season. They're a proper duo. Phazma is one of the most consistent OC players going around, and Krasma is a good support player. And they've been competing at this level for a while now. The qualification pathway just hasn't gone their way. 2nd place, another 2nd, and then yesterday at the Esports World Cup Finals, 3rd. 1 shot off Paris. What makes it worse is their numbers from this event. Phazma finished with 63 solo clutch points across the tournament, 2nd in the entire lobby, only behind ZDog. That means he was in 1v2 situations and winning them over and over again. He also had the 2nd highest zone 8 to 12 damage in the whole field at 3,377. He was making endgames, he was clutching, and he was competing at the right level. He's not losing because he's bad. The gap between qualifying and not qualifying for a Paris LAN is genuinely just that slim, and sometimes you're on the wrong side of it, despite doing everything right. If there's another shot at Paris this season, we'd expect them to be at that contention, because based on what they've shown, they're clearly good enough. The format just hadn't given them the result when they've needed it. The thing about ZDog that probably deserves more attention is the context he's operating in. He competes under the Twitch tag. No big organization behind him. He's a streamer who decided to take OCE comp seriously. And yesterday, he walked into a finals lobby and put up the best individual stat line of anyone on the field. 45 kills in a final lobby is that kind of number that should be getting talked out outside of OCE. In any other region, a stat line like that for a tournament winner goes around. In OCE, It honestly just kind of exists. Goofy does deserve credit here too, because 20 kills and over 5,700 damage as the secondary player on a winning duo is a real performance. He's not just along for the ride. This is a duo that looked like they were out of it after 2 games and have put together one of the most consistent second halves of a tournament you'll see. Game 3 to Game 8, they were the best team in the lobby. It was not close. ZDog and Goofy win OC Reload Elite Series Finals number 4, 422 points. A Game 8 victory and a stat sheet that probably doesn't get replicated in this region for a long time. Phazma and Crusades gave everything they had and still missed Paris by 1 spot. OC competitive keeps moving. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and drop a like, and we'll catch you in the next one.